Today, we're going to talk about how to get outside of the box. Tony Aragon here from Plan Nirvana. On this channel, we help you find your competence to increase your confidence so you can get the best out of life. Everybody on this planet has their own unique perspective. And this is all based in our situations and our experiences. So while it is true that we can come together and have the same conclusion, how we get there is unique to our experiences, our perspective. And for this reason, and our unconscious bias of our own perspective, it's good to be able to think outside of the box and see somebody else's or see another perspective before you make a final decision. So as most of you know, my day job involves a senior retirement community. Manage two of them, one here in Albuquerque, another one in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And when I make a decision based upon the guidelines that I have, I think about the community as a whole, the perspective of everybody. And so that way I'm able to make the least amount of impact on everybody's lives. So when you're able to see different perspectives, you get to enjoy better understanding. Isn't that really what you want? Most in life is understanding. So there's a story of Mandela, and he was asked what contributed the most to his leadership skills. So what his reply is that he learned most from the tribal leadership meetings. You see, his dad was the leader, chief, and they would come together, and his dad was actually the last one to speak. So everyone else got to say and have their voices heard. And then it was his turn to speak. Then he had the ability to gain everybody's perspective to make a decision that was for the tribe. Having the ability to change your perspective or to view outside of your box, you do improve your relationships. See, everybody wants their thoughts, their feelings to be validated. And so if you do that, then you're also improving the relationships that you have, the betterment of the whole. This is something that's really kind of becoming a thread. And having an understanding that everybody on this planet has their own internal biases. And by learning or being able to see somebody else's perspective, you're able to overcome your own biases that really technically can be harmful to you and to your surroundings. You know, one of the things that I do tell my staff on a regular basis is that conflict is inevitable. When we're at work, we're going to have things, there's going to be times when we are going to disagree upon them. However, having the ability to understand somebody else's perspective, even change your perspective, your ideas on a particular subject, then that conflict becomes constructive. It doesn't become destructive. The other thing that understanding or having a change in your perspective is you're able to solve more problems successfully. You see, when you're able to see everything that's kind of going on and plan accordingly, you have the ability to be a better problem solver. If you can see different things all the time, matter of fact, during this whole coronavirus that's going on right now, I constantly think, what is the area of our communities that is the most vulnerable? Where can I fill that hole? And so I have to constantly think about how each one of my residents basically live throughout their whole day, so that way I can try to prevent an infection from happening. And if it does, that I'm able to limit the exposure as best I can. And I wouldn't be able to do this if I couldn't change my perspective and to be able to see things differently from a different viewing point. So I hope you found that helpful. It's a real quick bullet point of some things that hopefully you'll be able to see that sometimes it isn't just about you. And if you can just change and see and understand the different perspectives that are out there, a more successful person you will be.